All right, flip over the back side. We're going to set up a couple equations to solve for x, but we're still going to use that same idea that my angle is half the size of my arc, or in other words, my arc is double that of the angle. At the top of your page, let's go ahead and write down a quick phrase. My arc is going to equal 2 times my angle. My arc is going to equal 2 times my angle. So the way I'm going to set up this equation is I'm going to have my arc is 158 degrees, and it is equal to 2 times whatever is inside that inscribed angle. 2 times 8x minus 9. And we're going to do something called distributing in order to solve this, but this is the equation that we're going to solve for x. So distributing, I'm going to multiply 2 times 8x, which is 16x, and 2 times negative 9, which is negative 18. And I'll bring down that 158. And now I'm in a situation where I'm just doing 2 steps to solve. Adding and dividing, essentially, or subtracting and dividing tend to be our 2 steps over and over again. Since this is a minus 18, I want to do the opposite of that. I'm going to add 18 to both sides. And I'll get 16x by itself over here equals 158 plus 18, which is a total of 176. And my last step, anytime I have a 16 in front of an x or a number in front of my x, I'm going to divide by 16. And so 176 divided by 16 gives me 11. X equals 11. Let's do that same idea over here on number 8. Again, my arc equals 2 times my angle. Well, this time my arc is 4x plus 58. And my angle is 67 degrees. 2 times 67. And so let's go ahead and multiply this out. There's really nothing to distribute. I'm just going to go ahead and multiply 2 times 67, which is 134, and bring everything else down. 4x plus 58 equals 134. This is a multiplying there. 2 times 67 is 134. And then I'm going to do my subtraction and my division. So subtracting 58 to both sides, I'm left with 4x equals 134 minus 58, which is 76. And my last step in order to get rid of that 4 is to divide by 4. Divide by 4. So I have x equals 76 divided by 4, which is 19. All right, and the last example I'm going to show you is number 9. Number 9. So here we are. I have my angle inside here, and my arc is a semicircle. My arc is 180. Now we know for a fact that this angle equals 90 degrees. My shortcut here is I know that this is a right angle. So I could technically set this up as my arc 180 equals 2 times 13x minus 1. But I already know that this is a right angle. This equals 90 degrees. So instead of doing that, instead of messing with that, I'm just going to have 90 degrees equals 13x minus 1. That's the equation I'm going to go ahead and solve. I know that it's a right angle, so let's go ahead and solve as if it equals 90 degrees. So I'm going to solve this equation, 13x minus 1. I want to get x by itself, so I'll start by adding 1 to both sides. And I get 91 equals 13x. And then, of course, my last step is to divide by 13. So 91 divided by 13, which is 7. All right. On the next slide, you are going to be trying to solve this 9 and 10 down here, and they are very similar to 7, 8, and 9, what we just did. So 9 and 10 down here are the next slide.